I remember when I was 10 years old and I got my first set of real speakers and I plugged them in and put in Tchaikovsky's Four Seasons and laid on the floor and listened to the pieces because it was so moving to me. I can't remember a time in my life when music wasn't important to me. Breathing in. My name is Amanda Garcia, and my friends call me Mandy. I've done music since I was a little kid. My mom caught me pounding on the piano when I was 3, and then took that as a sign of my interest in music and put me in piano lessons. Music became a form of self-expression when I was in high school. And then in college, music became a thing to connect with other people. And then after college, it became actually more of a prayer. Usually I write a song when I'm upset. I am not a happy songwriter. I write songs when I am angry or when I'm sad. Those are the best ones, usually. Those are my favorite ones. And sometimes they sound really cute when I write them on the ukulele, but the words are kind of biting because for some reason that's part of how I process. That tends to be where the real grit is, and I respect writers who can put grit into their work, which is a challenge because it's hard to communicate what's going on inside of me to a listener, but then also let them play with it. This song is called Found. I struggle with finding beauty in solitude. And so I thought about it a lot before I ever started writing, before I had any melody or any idea of words. I was listening to an interview with Brené Brown. What she was saying was, when you are alone in the presence of God and no one else, there's nowhere to hide, and you are exactly who you are. And there's no room to pretend, and there's no mask to put on. And you actually have the room to be who you really are, warts and all, which can be very uncomfortable. The beauty in it is that the imperfect parts can be cleansed and redeemed, and grace can be found in those moments. The songs that I have written that I like the most are the ones that I didn't pull out. They just came out. I think songwriting is about getting out of the way of yourself and not thinking too hard. The very last line of the song, give me ears to hear the things that you would say to me. Give me the eyes to see the things that you would show me if I would just be still, if I would just let myself be found by you, if I can just be at peace and listen and watch for the things that you would show me. That would be the most beautiful thing about solitude. There have been times in my life where I've been afraid to be alone. I think writing this song has been a part of a longer journey for me. One step on this path of reaching a place of contentment and peace, because you're not alone in solitude. And that's can be terrifying if it's just you and God and you feel conviction. But it can also be extremely comforting. Acknowledging that solitude is a positive and beautiful thing gives you permission to enjoy it, to savor it, revel in it, and find meaning in it. In our societies, there's this huge fear of missing out and fear of being left out and not being chosen, and that's just not something that we ever have to be afraid of, because even in moments of solitude, we are not alone, and we are chosen, and we are loved, and it's beautiful.